it was a completely different experience. And he he went through the gamut of that experience and he came out on top. It was never any gimmick. This guy was one of the best.
Here come the bully. I'm such a meanie. I just do what I feel. Do you feel me? Do you feel me?
Welcome back, all my beautiful people. I'm your host, Chizzek-Juan, the old white suburbanite. And welcome to my reaction channel, music channel, etc. Today, it's a little bit late, but better late than never. I'm gonna react to one of my favorite tracks from Biz Markie. Rest in peace, Biz Markie. It's a shame. Just passed away, age 57. He I believe he had diabetes and he was suffering for a long time. So rest in peace, Biz Markie. In your honor, we're gonna react to this is, everybody was bumping Just a Friend when I when I was barely a teenager. Everybody was bumping Just a Friend, but I was into Vapors. I think there's something about that. I believe it's a James Brown sample that they put in. It's gonna be a bit nostalgic for me. But another thing is, I've never seen the video. I didn't know there was a video for this, so all of that's gonna be new for me. Song might not be new, though it is a little bit dated in my head. I can't seem to remember too much, and I remember writing some fresh doo-doo rhymes at my rest or at my desk, something like that. Yeah, the Vapors. All right, let's just get into it. Let's see what we can find out.
Radio, TV, and even the press say what's the meaning of VAPORS. The meaning of this word, without no doubt, means nobody wanna be that when you're down and out. Now when you're established and got a lot of money, everybody wanna be your buddy and honey. Like tall buildings they call skyscrapers. And you feel it. Nothing can save ya, but this is the season of catching the vapors. And since I got time, what I'm going to do is tell you how they spread it throughout my crew. Well, you all know Chizzek-Juan, who sang on my records. Make the music nobody beats the biz, well check it. Back in the days before this began, he used to try to talk to this girl named Fran. The type of female with fly Gucci wear, with big truck jewelry and extensions in her hair. When Swan tried to kick it, she always fast, talking about, baby please, you work for UPS.
Oh, it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me. This was the jam. This is still the jam. Don't ever neglect the old school. This was and still is the jam. Like RA said, how do you say it? It's from Guru Gangstar. Lemonade was a popular drink and it still is. We should be saying the same thing about Biz Markie songs. Biz Markie was dope and he still is. Or some shit, I don't know, but love it. Yeah, okay. First of all, this is my first time watching this. And I can tell you a couple of things that stood out for me. First of all, no better samples out there than James Brown. No better samples. I am a huge fan, loyal, religious fan of James Brown when it was more percussive funk and it was more of the kind of shit that the B-boys would get down to. That's my era. Second thing, I'm going to piss a lot of people off by saying this, but as the honky cracker, the old white suburbanite, I'm just going to say it. Without knowing anything about Biz, if the only thing you're exposed to is maybe like the chorus on Just a Friend, you would think it's gimmicky. You would think that there really isn't anything there. More like it's like a joke that may or may not be self-referential. Let's just put this goofball out there. This sounds like he can do this rap thing, and rapping isn't really singing, and rapping doesn't take skill. And that was the mindset for a lot of people back in the 80s, late 80s, before, it was already the golden era, but I mean, it wasn't everywhere, right? It wasn't the dominant art form. You still had Yo MTV Raps on MTV, A lot of people were like, oh, it's still a fad, right? I mean, think about it. This is 5 years before Wu-Tang came out with their first album, Enter the 36 Chambers. This is 33 years ago. So, Biz Markie died at age 57. So he was 24 years old when he made this. Okay, couple of things. One, he's natural in front of the camera. You can see it. He's comfortable in front of the camera. He is expressive. He's a natural actor in front of the camera. This isn't something that just comes naturally to everybody. If you haven't done it, I understand. We live in a completely different world, completely different universe. The camera is on everybody at all times. We live in a panopticon now. But back in the 80s, this was different. And there's a difference between being yourself and moving it up a level, putting that persona, that charm that you might have up the next level, so it translates best for viewers, so it translates through the camera. He is good. I was looking at his facial expressions. I was looking at his body language. And another thing is, I mean, I always saw him, I saw the late pictures of him, and I mean, he's always been kind of heavy set, but he's not like heavy set portly. In this, he just kind of stacked, right? Like, I wouldn't say, he's working out diesel whatever, but he doesn't have that triangle, triforce shape of a body. He's looking good. So, okay, I'm going all over the place with this. What I'm saying is, I can see through this video that Biz Markie has charisma, he has star power. A lot of people probably missed all that, listening to he's just a friend. But listen to all the voice effects that he's doing now. I mean, there weren't really many ad-libs people were doing in the 80s and 90s, maybe none, right? Putting ad-libs into your tracks, I don't know when that really started, but it really took off with Eminem back in like 97, 98, and everybody was all about them ad-libs. So he's not putting ad-libs in, but he's putting he's using his voice to do DJ scratch sounds. It was a threat. Gotta go back. The James Brown sample. That's Papa Don't Take No Mess. That horn is unmistakable. That is beautiful. I mean, I don't know if Biz made any money off of this, because who knows what royalties he had to pay to the James Brown estate for this, but damn. All right, let me get back into this.
He wasn't no type of big drug dealer. My man Chizzek-Juan didn't appeal to her. But now he trucks stolen with fly belly boots, rough leather fashion and tough silk suits. Now she stopped fronting and wants to speak and be coming to all the shows every single weekend. To get his people number, she be begging please, dying for the day to get skeezed. She got the papers.
Everybody was OG'd back in the day. Over gold. Look at those chains. Ah! Straight from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Anybody have not seen that movie, go check out I'm Gonna Get You Sucker with the Wayans brothers. Old generation Wayans brothers.
She got the papers. She got the papers. She got the papers. I got another partner that's calm and plain. He goes by the name of the Big Daddy Kane. The mellow type of fellow that's late.
Big Daddy Kane himself, right there. I didn't know he was in this video. That's beautiful.
Back in the days, he was nothing like that. I remember when he used to fight every day. What grown-ups would tell him, he would never obey. He wore his pants hanging down and his sneakers untied.
He wore his pants hanging down? Look at that. Everybody's dressed normal. Can't we get back to a simpler era?
And a Rasta type Kango tilted to the side. Around the neighborhood, people treated him bad and said he was the worst thing his mom's ever had. He said that he would grow up to be nothing but a hoodlum, or either in jail or someone would shoot him. But now he's grown up to their surprise. Big Daddy got a hit record selling worldwide. Now the same people that didn't like him at the job saying, can I borrow a dollar? Ooh, you're a star now.
Listen to the way he uses his voice. Ooh, you a star? Now they got the papers. It was a threat, man. It was a threat. Oh.
They caught the papers. They caught the papers. They caught the papers. Now I got a cousin by the name of Von Lee. Better known to y'all as Kamaster Cool B. He cuts, scratch, transforms, whip, finesse, and all that mess.
That was him again. That wasn't an actual cut of a record. That was Biz Markie doing his vocals. Okay, I don't know that for certain, but I bet folding money, I bet you.
I remember when he first started to rock and try to get this job at a record shop. He was in it to win it, but the boss fronted said, "Sorry, Mr. Lee, but this don't help on it." Now my cousin's born, still try on and on to the like break the dawn. To get this JOB in effect, then it look right past him and be like, next. Now for the year of the age of 8, Cool B is making dollars, so my cousin's like straight. He walked into the same record shop before, and the boss be like, "Born, welcome to my store," offering him a jaw, but nah, he don't want it.
Damn, it feels good to see people up on it.
Cause I remember one, at first they wasn't. Now guess what they caught from my cousin? The papers. They caught the papers. They caught the papers. They caught the papers. Guess I gotta talk about me tonight.
Beautiful. He was a real talent. It's like you don't appreciate it. You know, you don't appreciate it really when it's here. Like, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it, because like we're never gonna get anything else from this guy, right? And we should be thankful for having this classic right here. And I don't know, who knows what the heck he would have made in his late 50s, etc. But I mean, this was a talent. This is beautiful that he made it. It's a classic. This track for me is gonna live forever.
Last subject of the story is about Biz Markie. I had to work for mine to put your body in park. When I was a teenager, I wanted to be down with a lot of MC DJ and crews in town. Starts crewing over street, I said, "Can I be down, champ?" They said no one treated me like a wet food stamp. After getting rejected, I was very depressed. Sat and wrote some deaf doodle rhymes at my rest. When I used to come to parties, they make me pay. Would have to beg to get on the mic and rap that day. I was never into girls, I was just into my music. To acting like I wanted to keep instead of trying to use it. But now things switch without belief. Your biz, do you remember these for Noble Street Chief? We used to be down back in the days. It happens all the time, it never ceased to amaze. They caught the papers. Yo, they caught the papers. They caught the papers. Yo, I like to tell everybody, this is a true story. They caught the papers. And you know.
No. In your honor, Biz. In your honor, we're gonna play this. He's gonna be on heavy rotation. I'm putting together a playlist for myself, and this one's at the top. It's at the top. I forgot how good this was. I mean, think about. First of all, right? I mean, okay, we can talk about the delivery. We can talk about how well he uses his voice, how beautifully he's in the pocket for all of this. Yeah, I know, 80s simple rhyme flows. That's BS. I want to hear MCs today be able to pull it off like this. The reason why he pulls it off like this is because this is what you practice to do in front of other people, right? Everybody today is, myself included, we're all introverted doing shit on our laptops. We're not in front of people trying to get their attention the way you would do at the house parties and the clubs and so forth. We're talking small stages. We're talking shit sometimes in people's living rooms or wherever you're having your wherever you're having your parties. And this is what you're trying to do. And it's an arms race. It's It's a battle against other MCs or DJs or beatboxers or b-boys and b-girls. You're constantly trying to outdo yourself. So there's always this one-upmanship and trying to outdo other people. It's always there and never goes away. There wasn't any time to be like, okay, well, I'm just going to dip my toe in it. And I'm just going to step out and do my own thing, create my own stuff, and I'll just put it out there and see what happens. Everything's digital now. I'm not knocking the digital. I'm just saying, like, it was a completely different experience. And he went through the gamut of that experience, and he came out on top. It was never any gimmick. This guy was one of the best. Rest in peace, Biz Markie. We're gonna miss you. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Tap 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 tap.
Chizzek-Juan.